Were you considering using remanufactured ink versus OEM Epson ink for your Epson EcoTank printer? Stay tuned, you're not going to want to miss this video. Hey you guys, what is going on? The printer guy here, and today I wanted to talk to you about whether you should use remanufactured ink over Epson OEM ink. If you have an Epson EcoTank printer, then you're going to want to watch this video from the beginning all the way until the end. But if you'd like to skip around, there are going to be chapters down below. If this video ends up being helpful, please make sure to like the video. Any questions at all, comment below. And if you want more content like this, please make sure to subscribe. Also, there's going to be two different product links. Depending on what Epson EcoTank printer you have, there's going to be a link for this Epson 502 ink, or you may need 522 ink. I'm going to specify which Epson EcoTank models need which type of ink. Most of your Epson EcoTank models are going to be one of these. This is the majority of them, but then there's a good amount of them that actually require 522 ink. Both of them are going to be available down in the description below. Alright, so I wanted to just answer some general questions. If you're kind of skeptical, you're wondering if you should use remanufactured ink versus Epson OEM ink. And really the first thing you would consider is it going to work for you? Is it going to work for your printer? And luckily with the Epson EcoTank lineup, there are no chips involved, meaning that it's very easy for you to use remanufactured ink because all you need is a bottle. You don't need chips, you don't need anything like that, you don't need to reset chips. Many other printers, you do have to end up doing that, and many times the remanufactured ink is not compatible. So what is remanufactured ink? This is basically the same ink that Epson sells, but it is private label. In this case, this is my brand, Best Printers. What type of ink is this? Is it the same that Epson is using? And the answer is yes. This is a dye-based ink. Dye-based ink is the exact type of ink that Epson uses. Now, I have personally used this product, and the quality that you're gonna get with a remanufactured ink like this versus Epson OEM ink, which is the standard Epson ink. Is the quality better with remanufactured ink? Is it worse? It's actually the same. It's the exact same because it is the same ink that you are using. And so the quality of the ink is gonna be virtually the same as your Epson OEM ink, which is sold by Epson. And so the last point I wanna make, if you're on the fence of whether you should buy remanufactured ink or not, is the price. If this option is more expensive because it's private label, it's not worth it for you if it's more expensive than the Epson ink. But in this case, this remanufactured ink is gonna be way less expensive. In most cases, it's gonna be 50% or more off of what you would typically pay. You also usually will get more ink. Yellow, magenta, cyan, along with these colors, you also get two large black inks because usually black ink is what you use the most. So you're gonna get a ton of ink for less money. Why wouldn't you do it? It is the best option for you. Ink is something that gets consumed so quickly in a printer, especially if you're printing in high volumes. And so using remanufactured ink is gonna be absolutely the way to go. I definitely highly recommend you use remanufactured ink over Epson OEM ink. For the same quality, you're gonna end up saving a ton of money. 2 or 3 sets of remanufactured ink versus your Epson OEM standard ink, and it's gonna end up being the same quality. Alright, so I hope that I cleared up any of the questions you might have. If you have any pressing questions or anything that you feel I didn't cover in this video, please comment down below. I'd love to hear what you have to say, and I'd love to help you out if I can, answering any questions. If this video was helpful, please make sure to like the video. And if you want more content like this, please make sure to subscribe. Also, remember the product links down in the description below for the Epson remanufactured 502 ink and 522 ink. Make sure to look at that list of compatible printers. This is one set of compatible printers. I'll be listing out down in the description below which specific printer models go with which specific ink so that it's easy for you to choose which ink product you need to purchase. Now, you purchasing a Best Printers product really helps support the channel. Now, if you end up getting a Best Printers product and you're happy, you're satisfied with the product, make sure to give that product a 5-star review. It really does go a long way. All right, so that's really all I have for today. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time.